to this house of fashion. Hope you have a wonderful day. Today we'll be making a free gown. It's a cut together with the sleeve and it has a pleat around the down part. So the fabric I'll be making use here is a chiffon fabric. This is a thick chiffon fabric. You can make use of crepe and you can also make use of any fabric of your choice. But here I'll be making use of thick chiffon. This is thick chiffon. Then the measurements I'll be using are the full length is 58 inches, the bust is 45 inches, the waist I said is a free gown, so the waist is not going to tight, but the norm is 40 inches. So the back measurement is 16 inches. So the sleeve length is going to be 8 inches as well. This is 3 yards. Let's start with the cutting. I'll be folding this into 2 first before folding it into 4. So now this is into 2, then I'll be folding it into 4. So I'm going to make it a slant. The folding is a slant folding, as you can see. So the next thing to do here, when you check this area, the upper part here, it has already been slant. As you can see it. So that is what we are going to trace out, because we didn't need any slant shoulder again, because this has already been slant while folding it. So then we'll take the measurement. You open it to see where you want it to reach. So this is where, from this area to this area is complete. This is folded into 4, but when you check here, this is into 2. But this area, this particular area, it's where it makes 4. So, and that is where you're going to use. So I'm going to chalk it out. So as you can see. So after then, what you're going to do is the length of the dress. Like I said earlier, I said if the length is 58, that is with the seam allowance, which is the same thing as sewing allowance. That is what you're going to determine next. The length of the dress you are making. I said it has 2 inches taping. So that's 58 minus 2 inches. That will give us 56 inches. So you're going to add 2 inches to it for taping. That will make it exact 58 length. So that's 56. So when you get your 56 here, you make a slant to this area. It's not something straight, and it's not going to be equal, because the down part here is going to be like a shirt where there will be a slit down. I'm going to round it. It's going to be like a slit at the side. You know a shirt, when you curve a shirt this way, this area is going to be like a slit. When I cut it, I'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So I'll be using this. But this is not the actual length for the side. I'm still going to go up a little bit. So I just straight it to make a straight line here. So the next thing you're going to do, so when you take the measurement, it depends on how curved you want it to be. When you take the measurement from here, you can reduce it by 10. It depends on, you can use 30, you can use 15. I will be using 10 here. So when you make use of 10 inches, then from here you make a curve to that 10 inches. So now you can see the way I curve it. So you can decide to make it longer than this. Like you can use, this is 10 inches, you can make use of 15, any measurement of your choice. So you can see the way I did it. This is the main length, then I curve it this way. So we are back to the upper part here by taking the measurement of the shoulder, which is 8 inches. And this is 8 inch. We're going to use this. This is 8 inches for the sleeve with the seam allowance of 1 inch. That was going to give us 9 inches. You can see this is 9 inches. As you can see, this is 9 inches. So what remains here is armhole measurement. Armhole measurement. The armhole measurement, I'll be using 9.5. For the armhole measurement, no, it's a cut together with the sleeve. So you have to be very careful not to make it tight. But the normal measurement of the armhole for this should be 8 inches because it is cut together with the sleeve. That will make it 9.5 inches. You can see. So the next thing that remains here is bust measurement, which I said is 45. So 45, this is going to be 11 point. This is 11 in 4 places, going to be 44. So I'll be using 11.2 inches. 9.2 inches. So a seam allowance of ½ inch. You can see. Then from here now, we're going to make a slant line down to this area. From this area, it's going to be a slant line. So I'm making a slant line from this area to the length of the dress, like this. So after that, the next thing you're going to do is to check this area. No, the armhole measurement for is 15. So with this is 16. So it has a seam allowance. But when you check here, so that in order for the dress not to tight at the sleeve area, you have to enlarge this area with a little bit measurement of at least, let me say, 1 inch. So this is 1 inch. So that means we're going to make the cutting from here. We're going to start the cutting from that area. Then I'm going to connect the line to the area, just to make the sleeve measurement to be wide enough so that it won't tight the owner. So you can see we're now using this line again, using this line. You can see it. So when you take the measurement now, when you take the measurement now, you see this is 14 inches, this is 15 inches. So I'm going to cut it out now. Starting from this area, For the wideness of the neck, I'll be using 3.5 for the wideness of the neck. The deepness of the neck, I'll be making use of 3.5 as well. For the back, and I'm making use of 4.5 for the front. Then I'll be connecting the lines together. Like this. So this is the front and this is the back. I'll be cutting the back first. Like this. Then I'm going to open it. Then the front. So this is the front. So it should be the slits at the back because it's going to have a button. The length of the slits at the back should be 4 inches. Then just cut it to that area, and that is all. So there is a slit at the back. So that is all about the body. It remains the taping that I'm going to cut out. I'm going to cut out the taping now. For the taping, I'll be making use of 5 inches. You know, when you fold 5 inches into 2, it's going to give you 2.5. Then I'm going to use the 2 to complete the length of the dress. Then half inches, and then the half inch is going to go for the sewing allowance or seam allowance. So that is what I'll be doing now. This is the 5 inches for the taping. You can see. So that is what we are going to make a pleat. And that is what we are going to use to make a pleat around the down part. So let's go to the sewing section. Welcome to the joining section. The first thing I did here is the joining of the 2 shoulders. This is the first shoulder and the second shoulder. Then the biasing of the neck to the slit at the back where you're going to put the button. You can see it. You can see it. So the biasing of the neck. So the next thing I'm going to do now is the turning of the hand sleeve here. Is a turn up, so I'm going to turn it up. I'll tape it with 2 inches, then make it a turn up. Then after that, I'm going to join the side before making the pleating. So I'm going to show you as it's going. Here is the 2 inches taping at the sleeve side with the turn up. You can see it. You can see it. So what remains now is the joining of the sides. So now, after turning the sleeve here, the next thing I did was the join of the side. You can see, join of the both sides. So after that, what I did, you can see the way I pleat the down part. After joining the shoulder and the taping of the neck, then the hand, the next thing I did is the catching of the shape. You can see the way I stitch the shape to the down part here. Then I stop. I did the same thing to the other side too. So the next thing I did is the joining of the 5 inches. So after stitching the both sides, by catching their by catching the shape. The next thing that remains is the joining of the 5 inches. So this is joining of the 5 inches. I fold it into two, then I start using it to make a pleat around the down part. You can see it. You can see. You're going to use it to make a pleat. You can see it. Then after making the pleat around the down part, that is all about this tie. So now let me turn into the right side for you to see. So this is how it's going to look like at the right side. You can see. And the down part. You can see. So the next thing to do here is to beautify the front. If you like, you can use flower, but this is what my client wants, and I'm going to beautify this with the stone. This is a birthstone, you can see. So I'm going to place it at the center here just to beautify the clothes. Welcome to the stoning section. So the first thing you're going to do to get the center of the dress is to fold the front into this way. Then you're going to iron it so as to get the center. So after folding it into two this way, I'm going to place the machine. So you can see. Now this is the center of the dress. Then I'm going to place the stone. This is the stone that I'm placing at the center of the dress. You can see. Because just for me to, I'm shifting it just for me to get the center. You have to take the measurement for it to know maybe it's accurate. So let's check. This is 6 inches. This is also 6 inches. So this is accurate. Then after taking the two sides measurement, the next thing you're going to take is from the shoulder to where it starts from. So this is 8 inches. This is accurate. That is after the neck. The 8 inches equivalent to the arm length. So it's accurate. Then I'm going to place the machine on it. So I think we can now open now. Yes. So then you have to place it on it. You have to eat it again. So now you can see how it is. That is that. Welcome back. Here is the finished work so far. You can see how beautiful it is on my client. You can see it. You can see the back, and you can see the front. So this is the beautification I was trying to tell you. You can use flower if you like, but this is a bulb stone. You can see how it beautifies the style. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share. Bye.